Good morning, everyone. I'm going to use this short video to make a short introduction and then provide some information about the course details and then allow you to see where to find things and navigate through our course. The link will be posted in Brightspace and then send it to all of you via email. Feel free to reach out if there is anything that you're not understanding, but I'm hoping that through this short video, everyone will have a better understanding of navigating through the course and then understanding the course requirements and the course details. So let me go ahead and then share the screen. Exit this one out. So this is our course. The first thing I'm going to do first, this is winter 2025, Mate 163, W02, that's the section number, and then 11162, that's the RN number. This is pre-calculus 1. And then I'm Professor Janet, Dr. Janet. I've been with CCBC for 10 years as a full-time faculty in the med department. And I have a long experience teaching in the higher education, over 20 years in different institutions in the state of Maryland. Now, first thing first, Brightspace site is the site that is the main tool to communicate with all of you. This is where you find the course announcements, and then course information, the content, assignments, and then everything else. To allow you to get all the information and then get all the communication, because what I normally do is I send not only for the announcements in Brightspace, but I choose and select the option of sending the announcements as email announcements to all users. But you're not going to be able to find that unless you are selecting the options of getting the information or the email announcements and then everything else that you must select as part of your course design. So I'm going to make myself a learner. So if I click on my initial, and that's what you're, but let me make myself a learner first. So view as a learner. So you pretty much see what I see as an instructor. And then I'm clicking on this box and then use the option notification. Now, notice that the first thing that I check first is where the notifications are going. They're going to my email, exhane@ccbcmd.edu. This will be the email, CCBC email, that I will strongly encourage every one of you to use it, but you do have the option of changing your email setting. And then the other thing that I'm going to share with you, as you notice, by default, nothing is checked. So these are boxes that are all empty boxes, nothing checked. So the reason why, by default, any of them is not checked, you have to be the one selecting them. So there are a few things that I would recommend you to check. For instance, new announcement available, please check. Click a check sign. Feedback, click a check sign. Feedback will be provided for your project, for other assignments. So make sure to use that option as well. Another one that I recommend you can select and check all of them, but there are few that are extremely important, especially in the online design. Content item created. So if there is a new item created, if you're checking this option, then Brightspace is going to notify you where to your email account, which one, the one that is provided to the Brightspace. In my case, the notification is going to come to my CCBC email account, and that's what I strongly encourage every one of you to use. Content item updated. So if there is any changes in the content, which is the most important part in the online design, it's going to give you a notification as well. Discussion is part of this course. There's discussion set up that is not actually anything for as part of the grading system, but it is designed in there as a platform to allow you to communicate with your classmates, to provide ideas, to discuss any questions, and then get answers as well. So these are grade item release. So I tend to constantly update the grade. So if new grade is released, then this is where you are going to get the notification. And then of course quizzes. This is the option that will be used for assignments. And then when you have that notification, it's going to help you out because it's going to remind you that there's an assignment created and so forth. So that's something that you need to do first. So I'm going to go back. I did not check anything because, as I said, I'm an instructor. I'm not a student, but I'm going to click on my name, exit the view learner, and then become an instructor. The next thing I would like to share with you is this. Let me move this. I have to share again. Just bear with me. Share again. There you go. I hope I'm still sharing. So let me try to stop sharing, and then I'm going to share again, make sure that I have this correct. There you go. There you go. So the next thing I'm going to share with you is once you log in to our class site, so you log into Brightspace and select the course. This is the main site of our course. On the left-hand side, you have the announcements. The most recent one is going to be the one that you see first, but other announcements are going to be there as well. So this is an important announcement. You see an image in there that's about the announcement related to the graphing calculator policy. So I'm not only providing the policy as part of the syllabi, but as part of the syllabus of the course, but I'm adding an image in there just to make sure that you are using the correct one. So no other versions will be used. Make sure to read the policy very carefully. These are directions of test one, so you have to read them very carefully and then read the entire announcement. And then some other announcements, course information. So this is a link that directs you to the course information. We're going to go over, and that's another announcement for the Alex information. There's another announcement for the Alex Lockdown browser. So there's announcements that have been posted. I would like to remind everyone that this course was available on December 19th, full week before the official day, which is today, to allow you to navigate through the course and then learn all the elements that are going to be important to be successful. On the right-hand side of it, you have the course calendar. Keep an eye on it. So today is the 26th. You see Met 163 online, first day, official day. Even though the course was active and available on the 19th, the official starting day of the course is today. And then you have the course calendar that tells you exactly what is coming up. So assignment section 1112 is available today. It is going to end on the 27th. So let me click on one of them just to allow you to see what the announcement is telling you. It's telling you the due date, so the 2 dates when the assignment is available, and then sections that are including, and then it is also telling you exactly where to find this assignment. The next thing I'm going to click on, which is extremely important, is the content. This is an online course, so that's going to be the main part of the course design. This is where you find everything. So let's start off one by one, go through the content. The first thing first, course information. I'm going to click on that. So you go to this blue tab, click on course content, and then immediately you click on the course information, and then you see inside the course information module, you see the basic course information, and then you see the Alex information. And then, of course, testing information, the instructor information, and then, of course, getting started. So let me get one by one first. Basic course information, what is in there? In the basic course information, the most important part of it is the course syllabi. So the syllabus of the course, if I click, I've been getting some emails from some of you taking this course, and then you're currently living not in the state of Maryland, but if you read through the syllabus of the course, should be able to find information that belongs to you. This course requires to have 4 major tests, including the final exam. Test 1 and Test 3 are going to be completed online using the ALEX platform, but Test 2 and Test 3 are required to be taken at a testing center. Now, if you are in the state of Maryland and then you schedule time at CCBC Testing Center, you're more than welcome to take it. But if you're still in the state of Maryland, but far away from CCBC testing centers, then you can use another location, but has to be approved by CCBC. And this is true for out of state taking the test. This is extremely important. If you read through the syllabus very carefully, you are going to find, and then I'm going to go to that page. So now you have test number 2 and the final exam. This is page 2 of the syllabus, will be proctored in person at either CCBC Testing Center or the pre-approved non-CCBC proctoring location. So even though you live in the state of Maryland, but you're far away, or you live out of state, even out of country, you can still follow this policy. But in order for you to take it, you must complete a proctoring form, and there's a link that allows you to get access to the form. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going to go to the last page of the syllabus of the course where you can find, this is page number 8, yeah? So resources for students, and then now there you go. You have there's a link that directs you to the testing form, approval form. I'm gonna find this. I'm just navigating through. This is academic integrity. If it is not directly in the syllabus, definitely it's going to be on the course information. Yeah, these are technical requirements, CCBC online technical requirement. And then, yeah, see Brightspace for details. So when we say see Brightspace for the details for the testing center, and then the link, this is where we are going to find information. If you are using a pre-approved non-CCBC proctoring location for test number 2 and the final exam. So now let me get to course information again. And then under the course information, what else is important? ALEX is extremely important. So we're going to click on that link. Now this is testing information. That's the one that I was referring to. Mandatory in-person proctor exam, test 2 and final exam will be proctored in CCBC Testing Center or any pre-approved proctoring location that is not part of CCBC, but has to be approved by CCBC. So this is Testing Center website link that I was referring to, and that's the one that you're linking, and you are getting access to the proctoring form. So proctoring testing form that allows you to take the test outside CCBC Testing Center. But when I say it's pre-approved, there's a time frame that CCBC uses to approve the location. So make sure to fill out the form as soon as possible and then send it and submit it, because this is online. So you get to the testing center website, you submit it online, and that's going to allow CCBC a couple of business days to approve it and then allow you to go to that pre-approved location to take test number 2 and the final exam. This has to be done before the time you take the test. Now, one other thing that is extremely important is ALEX. Homework assignments and 2 of the major tests that are required must be completed by using ALEX platform, learning platform. So this is the link. So if you click, you will be directed to the ALEX site. Again, I'm going to use the student view, not the instructor view, to show you where to find things. So for that reason, I'm going to click on student view. If you're using ALEKS platform for the first time, I will recommend you not to do eliminate and then escape the tour. So try to take it. So I'm going to enter the student view. And then there's a tour that you said, do not skip it, do not eliminate it. So please try to navigate through. This learning tool allows you to learn so many features that are so important. And I'm actually clicking next, but it is asking me to take the knowledge check. So if I take the knowledge check, what is this initial knowledge check? A lot of you send me questions. Do we need to complete the initial knowledge check? The answer is yes. Why you have to complete the initial knowledge check? That has to do with the prerequisite knowledge. So if you're scoring low on the initial knowledge check, guess what? Mathematics builds up as a subject. So the topics that you're not mastering means that somehow you don't remember them, or it's been a while that you completed a math course. So therefore, they're going to show up in the next assignment. ALEKS learning platform is based on the student knowledge, and therefore is testing your knowledge. And then if you're not doing well on the prerequisite information, the topics are going to be added to the assignments that you are going to complete next. So it's going to add more work for you if you do not perform. But the initial knowledge check is not part of the grading assignment. Now, I'm an instructor. The platform recognizes me as an instructor, and that's the reason why I see this option, skip knowledge check, but you do not have this option. So I'm going to skip. And what do I see next? This is what you are going to see as part of getting into the platform. Now, everything that you're completing is going to be on the left-hand side. If you're thinking, where are my homework assignments? I don't see them. I need to read homework assignment. You're not going to see any indication of homework assignment. They're going to be sections. And then in order to get access to them, so section 1112 started today, ends tomorrow evening. In order to get access to them, you have to click on Start My Path to get access to the homework assignment. That's your homework assignment. ALEKS as a platform does an excellent job reminding you a number of topics that you have completed, and then how many are remaining, what are the remainings, how many are left to be completed. And then when everything is done, it's going to say, well done. And once you complete it, the next section or the next homework assignment is going to become available, which means you can do work ahead of time. Now, the other thing that you see in there is this lockdown browser assignment. What is this assignment? Is this an additional homework assignment? No, it's not. This assignment is designed to only to help you out to download the lockdown browser, which will be required for you to take the tests online. Every lockdown browser version is different. So if for any reason you use Brightspace and then you use the lockdown browser version of the Brightspace, that's not the same as the lockdown browser version of ALEKS platform. So you must download this in your device in order to take the test. Now, the reason why I created this assignment to give you the opportunity to download it ahead of time. So kind of like take care of all these technical issues. This is, again, you're not getting a grade, but make sure to complete the assignment so you can successfully download the lockdown browser. And this is just one-time process. Unless you're changing your devices and then you all of a sudden your device where you downloaded the lockdown browser is no longer working, and then you're using a brand new one, you have to let me know immediately so I can reset this for you to use it again and then re-download again. But if you continue to use the same device, then you don't need to do this process anytime you take the test. So that's why I created this assignment, to give you the opportunity to take care of all technical issues ahead of time. The other thing is, if you're planning to use a Chromebook, in general, Chromebooks are not recommended because downloading lockdown browsers into the Chromebooks, sometimes it's a difficult process. And in general, you're not going to be able to successfully download the lockdown browser with a Chromebook. Now, as far as the course mastery, remember when I skipped the initial knowledge check? I only, let's say, completed like 10 topics of it out of how many were in there. So it's still adding those topics that are not completed into my overall number of topics and objectives that have to be completed for the course. But that's pretty much what you see on Alex. The other thing that I would recommend when you do 2 questions right, in general, Alex realizes that you're almost mastering the topic, that is going to skip 2 consecutive or 3 consecutive questions right. It's going to skip the remaining of them. So that's all for Alex platform. So I'm gonna go back to the main page. Go back to content. And then here we are. Now what's next? We just talked about the testing information, the course information, now instructor information. Under the option of meet your instructor, you are going to find my information. And then, of course, I added information that is needed for this course as well. Let me go back to the content again. Where do you find your test information? Now, in addition to an announcement that is going to be available to provide topics, I will go back to that announcement so you can kind of like follow exactly what I'm referring to. So you see test 1 is online. You see test online is created in, will be 1 shot, 2-hour time test. The test is scheduled to become available on January 2nd at 12:01 a.m. You can take the test anytime on Thursday. But as soon as you click on Alex online test 1 link, then clock starts and will continue even if you decide to log out or shut down the computer. So you're not going to be able to go back again. How many questions are in test? 14 questions. What are the topics? You see the topics. And what are the sections? Because I received a couple of emails asking me about information for the tests and then the sections that are included. You have all the sections that are included in there. You have the topic and what else you have to help you out to be successful. If you go to content and then you scroll down to test review, there is this exam 1 review that is created, that it's a PDF file that has questions and then has the design that is going to help you out to study and prepare for the exam. Now, when it comes to, there's been another question as far as lecturing. This is a fully online course. Even though you're taking 2 proctored tests in person and 2 proctored online, there is no lecture time designed for the course. So you're navigating through and then you're learning the material on your own. So if I go to the chapter checklist, this is where you have all the material 1 by 1. Chapter 1, so you see chapter 1 entirely is going to be part of test 1. And then you have the topics and then everything else. You have the modules specifically designed. Now, what is this chapter 1 discussion? This is the one that I mentioned. It's an area that you can ask questions to your peers and then discuss any, myself included, discuss any topic that you think is difficult. So if you have any questions, I would recommend you rather than, I mean, you're more than welcome to reach out to me, but this discussion platform that is designed for every single chapter is going to help you out to discuss the question, not only with me, but with all the classmates, and more like it becomes a forum that allows all of us to add information and then provide some feedback that is going to be important for everyone. So feel free to use that. I always check and then I always respond. But as I said, this is a platform that's not only designed to be a conversation between me and the person that the class, your classmate that is asking the question. It is designed to be a platform that is open to everyone. So if you're posting the question, then everyone can participate, providing feedback and then answering the questions or adding maybe a hint or giving an example or describing something that is going to help out everyone to understand the topic. And then I think that's about it. So final exam materials are also posted. So you have a final exam review and the answer key. So that's kind of like all I have. As I said, it's a short video, but something that allows you to understand and the process of navigating through the online course. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing and then of course stop the recording and then send this link to you via email and post it in Brightspace.